Yeah. Probably going to use research more something to fall back on. Yeah, well, that's just it. Like, if you go to university, at the very least, you'll have a degree, which can tell people that, oh, like, you'll go through the necessary hoops and hurdles to well, a degree basically says that you're okay doing a certain amount of work. All right, let's read this journal. Miscellaneous. I pulled a log from the East Pump Station computer for the last week. Looking back over the past several weeks, the times are roughly consistent. There's definitely something going on here. Why shouldn't you be going over to the west side yet? And the log says otherwise. I know I'm on something. Alright. Which I'm not really sure what that tells me. And we're going to have to talk to Dazzle. Alright. I mean. Yeah, I think... What? See, and here's the problem, though. Like, so people feel a lot of pressure to go to university, but especially down in the States, university is really expensive. Like, it's a huge commitment, which is why I would be in favor of cheaper education, because for some people, well, let me see, read what you have to say first. But yeah, what I want to do is go to school to be successful, since I would need to do what you want to do. Yeah, and that's just it. Some people say, hey, I want to be a medical doctor. Like, you do need a degree for that. Like, you need to get your education. So, like, university is something you have to do. But I think for me, all I want to say is going to university for the sake of just going to university, I think is the wrong motivation. And, like, if that's the case, like, you should consider doing something else. Because, you know, I don't know what the prices are in the States, but I can imagine, like, if you go to university, like, that could easily be $20,000 or more for your education, like, over the span of a few years, of course. But that's a lot of money to pay. And then afterwards, like, you get, like, student loans, which, like, that puts you in debt. Like, it's... And I'm not saying, like, once you get there, you're screwed, but I'm just saying, like, that's a very serious commitment that you want to take, like, seriously, which I guess going back to, like, high school or, like, you know, middle school, I wish, like, that's something they could hammer into people's, like, heads that, hey, like, what you're doing here is, like, actually pretty serious. Not in the sense that, well, it's serious in the sense it's going to have implications on your life. Like, not to imply that, oh, you're going to die, but it's just, it's not a decision to be made lightly. Yeah, you need a doctorate. And that's just it. I have a friend, too, who's into, like, neuroscience. And for him to do what he wants to do, like, he needs a doctorate. Whereas, like, for me, I just said, I want to get a degree in mathematics. And then that's as far as I got. What have you found? Freeside's Northgate. Cool. But I didn't really know what I want to do with, you know, my mathematics. Like, all I knew is, like, I want to do math when I grew up. Like, for my job, like, I didn't really care what it was, but I just wanted to either be doing, like, mathematics or computer science. And the degree was a way for me to, like, help realize that vision, but my friend's doing, like, neuroscience. He's like, I want to do neurocybernetics when he grows up, like, as a career. Not when he grows up, but, like, he wants to do neurocybernetics as a career. But for him to do that, he needs to have that PhD. Like, he needs to have that education. And, you know, if you want to do the more technical work like that, I think it makes sense. Like, a lot of those fields do require that. But say, if you want to say, I want to be a cook for a career. Like, you don't have to go to university for that. Like, yes, it can help, but I feel like you just don't feel like you need to be pigeonholed into that to do what you want. Oh. Can we even get into this trip? I don't think we can. We are a shield of hope. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so if you're in, like, university right now, you need to get a doctorate. Like, a doctorate's, like, what? At least neat. Like, that's, like, what, 6-7 years of education for a doctorate? Because you have to do, like, I'm assuming, like, the 4 years for a degree. You need to get the master's.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to
and even more so, like, you spend so much time in university. Oh, my goodness. Well, I don't want to go past the greeter.
The name's Old Ben. I've been living in
Old
Freeside
Ben.
since the day I was born.
I want to be the new Chef Ramsay. Well, that's like why you should have like realistic expectations, right? Like I think that's why.
Those bots are programmed to vaporize
Oh,
anyone
boy.
who enters the fenced-in
Bots
area
are hostile.
without authorization from
Like
the
if you
leader.
go saying I want to be the best cook ever, I'm not saying like that's a like illegitimate dream to have, but you have to be aware that to be the best,
I've done
you
a bit of
have to
everything around
be
here.
the
Courier,
best. So you have to be the
driver,
best cook
escort,
like ever,
flyer,
which means like that's a lot of
some
work
which I'm not proud of,
that you
but I
have
do
to
my
put
best
in,
to
and
help
if you're
around
not
town
prepared to
when
go
needed.
all the way, like you have to realize that. I don't think you really have much interesting
Exactly one of
things
the reasons I got out of that job.
to
Too many
say.
shifty characters looking to have some.
Goodbye. Alright, so I don't think we can get in through here because we need to get into the strip. Yeah, we do. So we will wait on that. We're at level 15 though, so we can actually start doing a quest. Oh, actually, what we should do is find Raul's shack. Or we can set a marker up here. What was I saying? But if someone wants to be a cook just because they love cooking, I think that's great. Like they can have a love of cooking for just, you know, being. Oh, do we need to kill them? No, we don't need to kill these morass at all. What am I doing with my life? And I guess like using myself for an example, I don't know if I really articulated myself well, but I didn't say I want to be the best mathematician. I just said I like doing math and that's what I want to do. So I think that's a very fair and reasonable thing to do. And again, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be the best, but like I think you just have to really be aware of like how much work there can be. Like it's like the Olympic athletes, like they all have the dream of being the best and they work very hard for that. And that's why I think athletes in particular have very strong mental resilience because they can push themselves to the end time and time again. We should actually try to find the boomers if we can. Like I just find those people impressive, which I think that's all I really have to say about that. And like but being the best athlete, like that has its own set of challenges too, right? Like you have to do a lot of training. Like that's part of the reason why I got out of swim club because like yes, it was good, but I wasn't looking to be the best. I was just looking to be fit. What is this place? So for me, like there's better ways to be fit than swim club because swim club is pretty expensive, and I didn't have that drive and that motivation to be the best. So I just I just kind of drifted out of it. And it depends what you want from life too, and I think that's an important thing. Like, I think society puts a lot of pressure on people to say live the American dream, or you know, material wealth is success, which I don't think that's necessarily true. Like for me, all I want from life is just to be happy. As I say, as I'm wandering around. Some people have unrealistic views on it. Unrealistic views on what? If you don't mind me asking. On happiness? Well, I mean, I guess I'll go on while you elaborate what real unrealistic views are, but like I just want to be happy, and I think that sometimes that's all we can ask for in this society is just to be happy, because part of me wonders like what else is there. Like some people think that I think a lot of people have the desire to be happy, but I think they all have different ideas about how, well, not all, but I think a lot of people have different ideas how to get to it.
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the
Oh,
idiots
well,
who
being the
thought
best
they
in happiness as
established
well.
Yuma territory. Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information?
George,
It'll
huh?
cost you, but it's well worth the investment.
You can tell me, or you can tell the other side of my boot. Nah, he's being friendly.
Oh, lordy, lordy. You haven't heard of the boomers?
I have not heard of the
What rock
boomers.
have you been living under?
Well, and it's interesting what you say about being the best, because I have my own thoughts about that too.
Wander into their territory and you're as good as
But I want to hear what he has to say about the boomers.
There is a... Suit yourself.
Alright, neat. Yeah, so we're going to save because the boomers will probably like, blow me up very soon. He's like, so for happiness, like, I think some people, like, they think that, yes, if I have... So, for me, like, what happiness is for me, like, on the simplest level, like, happiness is just having a, it's like, it's feeling good, I guess, if I were to, take an abstract emotion and try and put it into, here's what we're gonna do, actually. That was nasty. We're gonna roll that again. I'm gonna tell my friends to wait. Wait here.
Okay, boss. I'll just wait here.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't want them to... And actually, we'll save again. So happiness for me, like, just, like, means, like, feeling good. And for me, being happy usually means, like, framing things positively. Like, I like to try and look on the bright side of things. And have an appreciation for the small details in life. That's what usually makes up... This is gonna suck. Oh boy. Alright, we'll talk about happiness after we get to the boomers. That actually wasn't that as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh no, did I go around through the wrong side? Dang. Oh no, that might be the entrance. There's very rarely you can also go on, it's a bit easier to get past the nukes. No disrespect, like thank you Melissa Sarah for like, you know, giving good advice. But I think I did okay. That went much better than I thought I was going to. Alright, let's talk to these people. Hello, let me in.
Hold it right there. Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment?
What do I say? I don't run all through that artillery to your stupid questions. I like to snark.
Are you even human? Some kind of mutant? Move a muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces.
I didn't come here to attack you.
Then just stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak.
Great, I need to go get my companions, though. Alright, lead the way.
Follow close.
Yeah, that rock. Yeah, the rockets were good. I think just stay to the walls.
Getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along.
I'm trying to take an abstract emotion like happiness. How might I be of assistance?
Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin.
An abstract emotion like happiness, and I'm trying to like, you know, verbalize it into like what it means to me, which I think is a little bit difficult. Like that's really abstract right now.
Maybe you can help in big ways too.
But for me, like being happy is usually a mindset. So that means like, you know, do
You
this.
have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside world.
So,
since I was
like,
barely a woman.
again, we're trying to discuss philosophy here. Yeah, I'm talking to Mother Pearl. You have to understand my conundrum here. It's hard. It's multitasking. I need to get better at multitasking.
Robots, soldiers. My youngers think our guns can keep
So,
out the world.
Happiness is a mindset. So if I keep myself like happy by thinking like positive thoughts or like framing things positively or like appreciating the small things, like I have a glass of ice cold water right here. Like it's nice to have ice cubes in my water. Like I appreciate that. That brings me happy. Like taking note of the small things. Like that. Here, I'm going to drink my water. Case in point. Where did I start? I think we'll do oral blues pretty soon.
You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem.
Okay, so there's a bunch of problems I need to do.
And Loyal and Jack might
So,
be for help
but
with
other
some
people,
of
when it comes to happiness, like I don't think I really gave a good description of like what I really think happiness is, and maybe I can do that when I'm not being so distracted. But some people think that if I have a lot of wealth,
Come and
that
go
will
as
make
you
me
like,
happy.
though.
But I
Don't
think
help, I leave it up
the
to you.
components for happiness are
But I hope
more.
you show my youngers that not every outsider needs